Hey guys, okay, this is a short tutorial for how to use TruCrypt or how to create a TruCrypt volume. Okay, so first what we need to do is we need our deliverables. Like kunyari ito, yung KRM. Okay, so kunyari finished product na to. Okay, put it in a folder named PDF. Okay, and then what we need is also the install of TruCrypt. So if you don't have TruCrypt, you can just download TruCrypt on the web. It's free, it's open source. Okay, so how to deliver TruCrypt? How to deliver a deliverable that is inside TruCrypt? Okay, so it's very easy. What we need to do is just we need to create a TruCrypt volume, and then after creating a TruCrypt volume, we place the file inside the volume and then dismount the volume and deliver it. Okay, what's exciting about this is we can also name the volume, whatever we want, like an extension that we want. On this tutorial, I would even use our very own extension, which is .w9. Okay, that would sounds like it came from us, that .warp9. Okay, so how to create a TruCrypt volume? Yeah. Example, this is our deliverable, PDF deliverable. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to create a container. Okay, so let's just choose any drive assignment that is not present on your computer. Okay, not mounted on your computer, not being used. Okay, for example, drive G, and you want to click on create volume, and then we just want to use create an encrypted file container. Okay, and this the default standard TruCrypt volume. Just do the default. Okay, and then we want to assign where do we want to put, or where do we want to create the TruCrypt volume. Okay, so we click select file. Okay, I want to place it on drive on my drive C, and under the test folder I want to create the TruCrypt container here. Okay, so I want to name it as maybe project name. Okay, w9 .warp9. We can even put like .warp9. Okay, so there is a save as file type here, which is all files, and .tc, which is standard for TruCrypt. But sometimes it would be better if we don't want to let people know that we're using TruCrypt. So I would suggest that we use the all files and just create our own suffix. Okay, and click save here. Click next. Okay, now under encryption, we just use the default. It doesn't matter, just use AES, but we have choices here. But just the same, whatever we choose here will just be as secure as it is. It's gonna use like 256-bit key and 128-bit block. Okay, so just use default AES and RIP-MED 160. Doesn't matter. Okay, now here it's asking us how big do we want the container to be. Okay, this would depend on how much you are trying to put into the container. If, for example, let's get the size of this. This only needs about 2.9 megabyte. So if the deliverable is like 1 gig, of course you have to create like 1 gig. Okay, or over. Don't create like 1 gig, maybe 1.2 gig. Okay, or maybe like 2 gig. Okay, but in this case, since we're just having like 2.9 MB, we'll just create like, maybe we can like have like 3 MB. Okay, even like 4 or 5 MB. Doesn't matter. Okay, so we want to create a 5 megabyte container, TruCrypt container, that we want to put this inside the TruCrypt. So click next. Now we put the password. So let's just click display password so we could see what the password is. Say, let's do a sample password. But of course, I would suggest that you use a better password than this. or sometimes the client provides as a password to use. Okay, so after that, click next, and of course it says it's too short. Okay, now here I would suggest that it's always fat, or NTFS would do, but if this volume is going to be used for Mac, NTFS would not be readable, so I would say it will be good for FAT. But if you know that we're delivering to somebody who uses Windows, then we could use NTFS, no problem. But in this case, we'll just use FAT. That's the default. And this random pool thing, okay, this is the TruCrypt is now trying to hash it. Okay, so it is advisable that you move your mouse around, like do crazy movement in your mouse. So TruCrypt is gonna help you out, make it even stronger. I mean, the encryption is stronger. After that, just move it a little, okay, and click format, and yeah, it's been created. See, so, and click exit. So now we have a TruCrypt Volume. So what do we need to do right now is we need to mount this as a drive and put this inside TruCrypt. So how do we do that? So basically we select a drive that we would like to assign it, and then we can drag and drop the file and then say mount, and of course our password. Click OK. So you would see that here, see local drive G. Okay, I mounted on drive G, so you would see it on local drive G. So you could just open it as how you open normal Windows, and it's empty, and the size of this is like 3 gig, like we did 5 gig, right? And now what we can do is like we can copy it and paste it there inside TruCrypt. Close it, and what we do is dismount, and there you go. We have now a deliverable that is like 5 MB size that can only be opened by TruCrypt. Of course, you have to provide the password. Thank you.